Hey there, it's Kevin Ward with Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life. And today I want to talk to you about 3 words that I've been working with recently that have really helped me to get more done in a day. And that's kind of what this video is about, is how do you get more done in your day? Because all of us have so many things going on in our world anymore. It's just everything moves at the speed of thought, and sometimes even faster than that. And it's like we get one of the most common words you hear today from real estate agents is the word overwhelmed. I just feel overwhelmed. I feel stressed out. I feel like I can't get everything done in a day. So how do you accomplish the things that need to be accomplished and get more of them done during your day? And so today I'm going to share with you 3 power words, 3 key words that have made a huge difference in my productivity and in my life. I still work on them all the time because they're always a challenge, but they are huge game changers. So 3 words, 3 key words. If you will get these 3 words down, they will help you get more done in a day. It will make you just way more effective and way more productive. So word number 1 is the word focus. There we go, is the word focus. If you want to get more done in a day, the power of focus is the first key to it. You got to be clear, have absolute clarity about what I want to accomplish today. What do I need to accomplish right now? And learn how to identify the most important or the key things, the key activities that I need to be working on at any given time during the day, and not be bouncing around from one task to another task to another task. One of the things that has become apparent and has been even proven through all kinds of university studies and everything is that multitasking, while you can do it. Multitasking is possible. It definitely works. But what multitasking tends to do is make you mediocre at everything you're doing. So instead of doing one thing at a time and doing it well, multitasking is where we try to do 2, 3, 4, or 10 things at a time, and you end up sucking at all 10 of them because you're not able to focus. And when you don't focus, you can't deliver the same level of intensity, the same level of quality of your work, and your time efficiency actually goes down. It's one of the reasons why texting is illegal in most states while you're driving a car, is because even if you only did it when you were stopped at a stop sign, or only did it when you were stopped at a red light, even then the problem is not that the problem is not that you're going to have a wreck. You can't do both. It's just you can't give your attention to both with the same level of quality, because our mind, our attention only has a certain amount of bandwidth. And when I take a certain amount of that bandwidth and I focus it on one thing, by law, I remove that much attention from something else. So it's like you can't talk to 3 different people or have 3 different conversations, deep conversations going at one time, although some of us try. And so the key is, if you want to really get more done in one day, do one thing at a time, make sure it's the right thing so you're focused on the thing that matters most at that time. So it's all about prioritizing. It's about understanding what are the critical elements and things that when I get done today, at the end of the day, and then day after day after day, that I look back and go like, yeah, I got a lot done today, and I got the right stuff done today. So doing one thing at a time, focusing on that one thing at a time, and then as you do it, you got to minimize, or I would say eliminate, but in our world, maybe impossible. You want to minimize the distractions. So one of the key things that I teach my coaching members is that when you decide you want to get more done in a day, the first thing you want to do is turn off all the push notifications on your cell phone, all the alerts, all of them, turn them all off. And people freak out and they go, well, even my reminders, even, my text messages, turn all of your push notifications, all of the alerts, all of the things that buzz your phone, turn them off. Because that allows you then to look at your phone when it's time to look at your phone and not when somebody else wants you to look at your phone. So what happens when I have push notifications is other people's agenda, other people's demands for my time and attention are what determine how my day goes. Because I know this. I was at my last training camp, at my last 3-day event that I did recently. I asked, how many of you check your email more than 3 times a day? And every hand in the room every person in the room raised their hand. And then I said, how many of you honestly check your email or look at your email more than 20 times a day? And still over 3/4 of the room raised their hand. We're checking our email more than 20 times a day. That means if you're working 10 hours a day, you're checking it twice an hour. But the reality is a lot of you are checking your emails 30, 40, 50, 60 times a day. Why? Because you have a push notification on. And every time you get a new email, boop, it just bzzz, it pops up there, and there it is. And it's somebody else's agenda for your life, for your day, for your moment. And it takes your focus from whatever it is you're doing at the moment. And hopefully it's something productive. It takes your focus off of that and it puts it into whatever their agenda is. Even if it's that long of a distraction, what they have discovered in testing people's and their productivity is a 5-second distraction can cost you 5 to 10 minutes of focus, because it completely rips your focus out of what you're doing. And then I get into this. Now my mind is going to go off every which way. And then I've got to get my mind back on track with the thing that I was hopefully focused on, the productive item that I was focused on before I got the distraction. So if you want to maintain powerful focus to get more done in the day, one of the things is you got to protect yourself from all the distractions. And this is probably the number one offender for most of us. And so I turn them off. All the push notifications, they're all turned off on my phone. What do? Every time, if you're prospecting or if you're going on an appointment or if you're doing something important, doing lead follow-up or whatever it is you're doing, then what do? When I get to my break, then I choose to go look at notifications and see what's up. Who's in control of your life, who's in control of your business, and who's in control of your time is going to be huge in determining how much productivity you have in your business. I set when I look at my phone, not somebody else. Okay, so number one, you got to get clear focus, eliminate or minimize distractions. You will get way more done in a day. Now here's the second one. The second key to getting more done in a day is this word, and that's the word fast. There is an efficiency that comes with speed. And one of the things that I've learned, and had one of my coaches one time, that one of his favorite things to say was, it's not enough to say GSD, get stuff done. His was GSDF, get stuff done fast. When you focus on speed, there is an efficiency that comes with a sense of urgency. Now, we're not talking about being rushed. We're talking about being fast, which means I want to streamline the activity. I want to find out what are the things that I can do to get me from point A to point B more quickly without sacrificing or compromising quality. And just the mindset of saying, I got to get this done fast, and it helps you move faster. For example, everything I do on a timer, and I just will set this up. I have a timer on my phone, on my iPad, which just went off. And I time myself I have a timer going every time when I need something, when I want something to happen. So right now I've got my timer set at 16 minutes and 37 seconds. That's how long I've timed myself to be able to shoot this video and get it uploaded onto my computer and get the process going so that I'm done with this task. And so I've got multiple timers that are set up, and this is Timer Plus. It's an iPhone, or it's an Apple app. It's called a Timer Plus, and I've got multiple timers set up so that whenever I have a task that I think will take 7 minutes, boom. So I have 7 minutes, 21 minutes, 1 hour, half an hour, hour and a half for my different coaching calls and so forth. If you're prospecting, have a timer that's preset for your prospecting time, for your break time, for your lead follow-up time. Whatever it is your time blocks are, have it preset. And that way, whenever you have it sitting there on your desk, so it's sitting here in front of me all the time, then I know I've got a better sense of getting stuff done fast. Speed of an efficiency of speed. And if you just think through whatever I'm doing, going like, okay, what's the fastest way I can get this done in the most effective way? So you're not compromising quality if it's something that matters, but you are focused on getting it done fast. And then the third key word, if you want to get more done in a day, is the word finish. And that means don't have 10 projects going at one time. You work on this one a little bit, and then we bounce back and forth from project to project, and we never get anything done. We just get things started. We just make a little progress, but every time we come back to an old project or an existing project that we hadn't finished before, I've got to figure out in my mind, I've got to get my mindset, my mind back into that project and figure out, okay, where was I? What was I working on before? Oh, did I do that already? And we spend more time just trying to catch up with ourselves, trying to figure out where we were, and then we're like, okay, now I can start. But what happens is we waste a ton of time in inefficiency while we're trying to figure out where we were before. A lot of agents, a lot of people check their email that way. And sometimes it'll happen to me. I'll be scanning through my email looking, is there anything important? And I'll look at 10 emails that time. And then when I go back through, I'll look at them again, and there'll be one or two that I don't want to mess with right now. It's like, oh, it's going to take too much time. So I leave them. And every time I come back to them, they take up mental bandwidth, and they take up more time because I'm looking at it. Now I've looked at it 3 times and not done anything with it yet. So whenever you do a task, whenever you set out to accomplish any activity, have a start and a finish so that you're clear about getting it done. And once you're finished, then you can check out and you can check it off your mental checklist or your to-do list or whatever it is. You can completely check it off, and then you get a sense of closure. And every time you get a sense of closure with the completed task, big task, little task, it doesn't matter. The key is that when I get it done, I'm finished with it. And when you finish something, there's something very powerful about the momentum that comes from a completed task, because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. It doesn't matter how big it is or how little it is, but just the fact that I finished something gives subconsciously a feeling of accomplishment, and those accomplishments will build on themselves and build on each other. And it's so powerful when you get stuff finished. So don't just start stuff, you want to finish stuff. And when you put all of that together, focus, fast, and finish, it gets you just bam, 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 bam. And the momentum is huge, the feeling of accomplishment is huge, and most importantly, the productivity is huge. Now, I want to give you one last way to do this, and it's a game. Have you ever been going to, like, you had tickets tonight for some concert that you've been dreaming to go to for years, or to a sporting event, a game, maybe going to see an NFL game or an NBA game or a Major League Baseball game or a hockey game or your kids' game or something, or you're leaving for vacation in the morning. It's I call it the gotta get out of here game. And that's when you have something coming up, some activity or some commitment that you're totally stoked about. You're so excited, you can hardly stand it. And you want to get out as fast as you can, but you got to get certain things accomplished before you can leave. So if you're going to let's say you're going to a big game tonight, or a big concert tonight, and I can't wait to get out of here. I got to be out of here at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock or whatever time. I got to get out of here so I can go get dressed, get ready, and be there and beat traffic or whatever it is you got to do. So let's just say I got to be finished today by 4 o'clock and out of here. Now, you know what happens whenever that happens. One, it seems like everything all of a sudden starts happening, right? So all of a sudden you get more offers coming in on your properties, or you get all these calls. Everything starts happening. I'm like, I got so much to do. What do? Isn't it amazing how when you have a deadline and I got to get out of here by 4 o'clock, isn't it amazing how much you can get done in that 1, 2, 3, or 4 hour window when you have a deadline, when you have an I got to get out of here moment. I got to get out of here to go to my concert that I've got these great front row tickets for. I'm not going to miss it. I got to get out of here, but I have to get this done. So what happens is immediately we become extremely focused on what I have to get done before I can get out of here. And we are real clear about, do I have to do this today, or can I defer this till tomorrow without losing ground? So we get clarity. So we learn what's important and critical that I focus on right now. We're absolutely focused on getting it done fast. Why? Because we got to get out of here, right? I call it, again, the get out of here game. And then the next thing is we got to get finished, because when I walk out the door to go to the concert, I don't want anything hanging over my head. I don't want any distractions. I want to be able to get out of here, go, get on with it, get to the event, and be just totally excited and enjoy the concert without my mind being back at work because of unfinished stuff. So if you'll take your day and kind of plan it based on the I got to get out of here scenario, with the I got to get out of here game, and give yourself a deadline every day. So I'm going to leave the office today at 5. I'm going to leave the office today at 4:30. I'm going to leave the office today at whatever time you set, and then just play the I got to get out of here game. It will help give you tremendous clarity on being focused, on doing it fast, and getting it finished. And when you do that, you're going to have more wins every single day than you've ever had before in your life. Now, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it, comment on it, subscribe to my channel if you have not done that, and I'll look forward to seeing you real soon.